So, we are going to take care of a little bit of basic housekeeping before we proceed with today's lesson. First, today is day 2 of our course, and we're going to further discuss variables and expressions. We're going to give a PowerPoint presentation in the beginning of class, and then we're going to go over some additional practice problems. You should note that on day 3, which is our next lesson, that we're going to take our first quiz of the market period. There's going to be a total of 10 quizzes. So, I think one of the first things we need to address is what you're going to need this for. What on earth are you going to need all of this mathematics that we're going to talk about and learn? And there's 2 reasons I want to, or that I think are important for the purposes of today's lesson. The first reason that I want to talk about is what I'll call a mental conditioning or a mental workout. Now, if you are going to be a professional NFL football player, you have a very specific skill when you play football. That's what you're getting paid to do. But when you are preparing to play football, when you are readying for your career and to be a really good football player, the kind of football player that teams want, then one of the things that you'll do is spend all your time, or lots of your time, especially in the off season, in weight training. Now, when you go weight training, you lift all of this weight, like you can see this professional player here. This is a 15-year veteran. You can see him lifting all of this weight. I want to ask you, when is the last time you went to a football game, you watched a football game, and you saw a guy wearing a belt without shoulder pads, grabbing a bunch of weight like this? This is over 600 pounds, and what we call deadlifting it off the floor. The answer is that you never see this in a football game. Yet, this player makes sure that he trains doing this every day. And this isn't the only kind of weightlifting they do. They do military presses, bench presses, flies, curls, so many different types of weight training exercises, all to get their muscles bigger and stronger so that when they compete in the game of their choosing, football, they might be a better player. So they take their physical muscles and they make them better for their own choosing. And they also work out and do other types of exercises. Like, here's kind of an insane one. When's the last time you saw a football player in the middle of a game have someone tie some kind of an elastic band around their waist and have them explode, run out, and touch little orange cups on the ground? Again, you never see it. But if you look at both of these gentlemen, you can see that they're in excellent shape. They're in great condition. And the time that they spend doing these physical exercises, they take the skills learned from these physical exercises and they apply it to their career, namely playing NFL football. And just to really reinforce the point, this is Drew Brees, Lombardi winning quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, just retired. He will definitely go to the Hall of Fame. And this is part of the Drew Brees workout. I want to ask, when is the last time you saw any NFL player, let alone a quarterback, putting his feet up in the middle of a bench press, or a bench for a bench press, and then balancing on 2 medicine balls in the middle of a football game? It never happens. But these physical conditioning skills make their physical muscles, their balance, their bodies better able to handle the demands of their chosen career. Well, when we study mathematics, we're not working on our physical muscles. We're working on our mental muscles. And we're trying to get our brains. Remember what I said about the song Vincent by Don McLean? We're trying to perceive the world around us. Not that mathematics is the only thing you need to know, but it's something that can help our brains prosper and think. You may hear my dogs barking in the background. You may hear, you'll get our brains to execute, to be able to take these skills into our chosen careers, which will be something that involves our mental muscles. So the more we're able to expand our minds and to perceive the world around us and to think in a different way, in this case, using the logic and reasoning of mathematics, the more marketable we make ourselves.